going on, guys? It's your girl Lala coming at you. Welcome back to another episode of the challenge War of the Worlds 2, episode 13. Guys, there are 4 episodes left. We get back into the house and Tori is literally on a high from sending poor Jenny home. She has done back-to-back eliminations and has won. It's literally been just Tori and the Jordan show, like the Tori and Jordan train. Kaylee is now doing damage control because this whole Dee and Rogan situation we're gonna see this throughout this episode. I can't really believe that she is in this much control over the guys. Like the fact that she has so much control over Joss as an ex-girlfriend is like, dude, you're badass. Like you're really good at the politicking game and the mental game. Now, Dee is really hurt. And she's hurt because she's viewed as the weak and Kaylee is not. Kaylee is seen as the best. They're even saying that they would be more comfortable swimming with Kaylee than they would with Dee, and that Dee is a really bad swimmer and this and that. And I'm just like, yes, she's a bad swimmer, but she's not a bad swimmer because she just doesn't give a fuck and doesn't know how to swim. She almost drowned. She's overcome her fears, and I think at this point she's learning how to swim. It's better than half of these people that still don't know how to swim. Leroy, I don't get it. Cara, doesn't make sense. Cam, the list goes on and on. Like, I'm just ready to watch Dee fuck this alliance over, quite honestly, because she could be that swing vote. She could be turning into that Leroy, and let's get Rogan out, dude. Dee, come on. We get to the challenge, and this is a swimming challenge. Oh, how producers and the editors have played it so perfectly that they're talking shit about people and not knowing how to swim, and we have a swimming challenge. Very simple. Each team has a platform, so everyone is going to have a partner. The UK, unfortunately, one person has to swim by themselves, and one girl on the US side has to sit out. Each person is going to have a partner, and they need to jump off the platform and swim 150 meters, which is about 500 feet, to a buoy. On top of this buoy, there are 2 keys, one for US and one for UK. You need to grab your respective key and swim back to the platform. Once you reach the platform, the next set of partners on your team jump out to retrieve the next key, and this is going to be done until 4 keys are retrieved and brought to the platform. Now, on the platform, there is a huge board with a padlock, and you have to unlock each section, and there is a riddle. You have to figure out the riddle, and there will be a bunch of letters so you can spell out the answer. This is a guy's elimination, so if UK loses, Jordan is definitely going in. If US loses, I think Josh is gonna go in, or Zach. I think they would put Zach in, but they need Zach, so I don't know. Here's the catch. This is a purge challenge. The slowest partner, no matter US or UK, goes home right now. So everyone that doesn't know how to swim is in jeopardy. Even before we start, you see everyone panicking. The teams are really just like couples, but no one on the UK side wants to swim with Dee. Everyone's like, no, I'm not swimming with her. I'm not swimming with her. And CT calls it first, and he goes, I'm swimming by myself. Like, I'm gonna be responsible for my own safety here. Ninja gets to sit out on this one. They sat Ninja out because they knew how bad of a swimmer she actually is, and so whoever was paired up with her could potentially go home, and so they were trying to lessen the odds of having someone on their side go home immediately. Cara sucks. Just want to put that out there. Polly really wants to swim with her, and he really wants to run with her, and I'm starting to see a different side of Polly, and Cara's just like, yeah, man, like, I can't keep up. Like, that's the problem. When you start to feel comfortable in a game, that's when your shit starts to go down. And for Cara, like, she's always been so ahead of the game and so ahead of the curve that she's slacked a lot, and now you're gonna see in this challenge that she absolutely is terrible. So the teams are as follows: Leroy and Cam, Josh and Nani, Polly and Cara, Zach and Ashley, Rogan and Dee, Jordan and Tori, and Joss and Kaylee. And CT is swimming by himself, and Ninja is out. Now, the 3 worst teams by far were Joss and Kaylee, Polly and Cara and Leroy and Cam. It was absolutely pathetic. Polly literally had to drag Cara out of the water, and he was like, next time we're on a challenge and there's a swimming pool, like, use it to your advantage. Like, how are you so gassed out by 1,000 feet? That's crazy. But Leroy and Cam, like, as much as you want to talk shit and say it was all Leroy, no, Cam, you suck too, boo. Like, both of y'all just suck. Joss and Kaylee, you're so pathetic, and I'm glad we get to see it. Like, I'm glad, because you've just been skating by, and one by one, each and every one of you that has skated by this challenge is going to have to see some sort of, like, consequence. Like, you guys are going home. What the hell? So at the end of it, we find out Joss and Kaylee go home. They were the worst team, and Joss is heartbroken. You can see, like, in his face as he hears his name that he's going home, his heart just drops. And Kaylee honestly looks like she just got caught doing something, and she still thinks it's funny, and she's like, oh fuck. And this is the second time that Joss is loyal to the wrong fucking people, and they are the ones that take them out. The first time was during Ashley's season when she won. Joss made a deal with Polly and Natalie and said, you know, like, I'll jump off if you guys save me. And then at the end of it, they threw the grenade to Joss, and that was the reason why he lost $1 million. And Ashley and Hunter won, and then Ashley took the money and ran. He's gone. That's it. Now, Dee just needs to stay mad, because that means that the numbers are there, and Dee is the swing vote. If Dee can get on Tori and Jordan's side, then we can get out Rogan. Girl, Rogan. Rogan is the bad guy. We have to get him mad. Stay mad, Dee. Don't give in. Don't give in. She did so good in this challenge. US obviously wins. Leroy starts crying when he doesn't hear his name, because that means that he keeps going, and, you know, he's like, damn, like, swimming challenges have always gotten to me, and every time there's been a purge and it's a swimming challenge, like, I get eliminated because, like, I suck at swimming. So I hope this motivates him to actually learn how to swim. I hope he keeps going, but I think he's still playing a scared game. The tribunal and the speaker ends up being Ninja, which is hilarious because she didn't do anything, but she still gets to stay safe, so whatever. And she picks Zach and Ashley. Now, because they were the best team to swim. Now, Polly is telling Ninja that he wants to throw in Josh, and he wants to blindside Josh, and Josh is the enemy. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, the only way that you stay relevant in this game is if you have an enemy? Like, why can't you just play the game? You know what? Ninja is standing by Dee, and she's like, I don't want to send in Josh. Like, he's part of our team. Yeah, we're not on the same alliance, but number one, he's part of our team. And number two, like, Rogan deserves to go into the proving ground. Like, he made my friend cry. Like, he hurt my friend. Rogan is doing huge damage control because he is blaming Joss for everything. And that is bullshit, but I mean, that's what friends are for, right? So he blames it on Joss, says it was Joss's idea with Dee, and Dee just believes him. She's like, you know, you're my best mate, and, like, you're my number one guy, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, for real, yo, you can't see past this snake. You can't see past this wolf in sheep's clothing. Are you kidding me? I hope that Dee is watching this right now, and I hope she realizes the mistake that she made, and I hope that for the next season she doesn't make the mistake again, because this shit is crazy. Like, you need to stop falling for this shit. And I really hope you do, girl. The nominations, and very quickly, it's Jordan. But Dee does this fucking speech, and she's like, I'm loyal, and I'm loyal to a fault. Yeah, girl, this is gonna really, like, damn, Dee, like, you're fucking up. This could have been your chance to throw in Rogan and see him sweat because he's a bitch. We get to the proving ground, and it's similar to the elimination that we saw last season with Dee and Davon, where you had to, like, pull the rope, and at a certain point you guys would end up pulling each other, and so the whole goal was to, like, pull the other person off. But this rope now, instead of going through the top through a wall, it's underground, and so you don't know how much rope is left. So they end up picking Josh. they blindsided Josh and they ended up picking him, which makes me really sad because they're a bunch of bitches. Like, they have no one else to pick and they're too afraid to go against Zach. So it's gonna have to be Zach and Jordan against each other because otherwise Paulie's too much of a bitch to go down there and do anything about this. He's just gonna stand up there like a little Napoleon. TJ says that in order to win, you have to pull off your opponent 3 times. However long it takes, you just need to yank that. And what really pissed me off is Jordan is talking about his one hand that he does not have. Jordan, you are an amazing competitor. Stop putting that hand in front of you. You can do shit. It doesn't matter. Like, you can do it. We've seen it. I've seen it. You can do it. You can do it. This was really about strength versus smarts. And the first one, Jordan really got Josh really good and he tricked him. And the other 2 times, like, yo, he kept just tricking him and he like pretended that he was like falling off and he had his leg up and he found different ticks that Josh has before he pulls. So unfortunately, Josh goes home and that's really sad. Like, I hope he comes back. Paulie, you're a bitch. Cara, you're an asshole. I just hope that Josh, you come back. Jordan really dominated here and it just shows the competitor that he is. And now Paulie's like, wow, I want to run against him. Like, what makes you think that you're even at his level to want to go up against him? Like, that's crazy to me that you actually in your mind think that you are up to his level. Like, you ain't shit. You haven't proved shit. Sit the fuck down. That's the end. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This episode was really crazy, but I'm really excited for tonight's episode and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.